all a little bit of an update about what's going on with my ankle. It's been about 3 months, actually just a little over 3 months since I hurt my ankle, and I'm finally today heading in for an MRI. I feel like it has taken way too long for this whole process to result in an MRI and actually find out what's going on with my foot, but we're finally here. It was actually 3 months ago today that my original doctor said I wasn't going to be able to get an MRI. Like, that's impossible, you can't ask for that. And then he gave me a referral to an orthopedic specialist, and the orthopedic specialist said I needed an MRI. So it's been a whole ridiculous process, but finally getting to the point where I can get some actual answers. So that's exciting. All right guys, MRI is done. Wasn't too difficult. I think the hardest part was just trying not to fall asleep. Honestly, I was just trying to stay calm so I didn't like start twitching my feet or anything like that. And I literally almost fell asleep multiple times, but it's over, and now I just get to look forward to hearing what the results are, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited to know what's going on with my foot. Good morning. Just giving you another update. It is January the 7th, which is exactly 4 months since I sprained my ankle at work, and I am finally gonna go in to the orthopedic specialist and find out the results of my MRI. This whole process has been ridiculous. Every single step of the way, I have had to battle to get anything to happen. Phone calls and voicemails and phone calls and voicemails and just saying, I'm finally gonna find out after 4 months what actually is wrong with my ankle and what I actually need to be doing to correct it. Wish me luck. I was literally in tears yesterday. Actually, most of the weekend. I've had a couple different people trying to look at the MRI results. They like got a printout, and like the primary doctor who's in charge of my case got a printout and looked at it, and he was like, oh, there's a lot going wrong with your foot. And the insurance guy who's in charge of my case, the workers' comp insurance guy, he was like, whoa. He literally dropped the never gonna skate again phrase, and that just ruined me for the weekend. So just really hoping that they actually give me some good news rather than the doom and gloom that I've gotten from these two other people who admittedly aren't specialists and don't exactly know, you know, what they're talking about. But they know enough, so it was really alarming when they started talking about like never skating again kind of a thing. So anyway, I just picked up a CD with the MRI results, and I'm gonna head over to the orthopedic office right now.
This is a cross-section through the ankle. This area is where the ligaments would be, and you can see the ligament is torn. You can't see a sort of a fine line connecting these two bones. When you go a little bit down, you can see that line, but when you come up, you don't see it. So this shows the torn ligaments. So one of the things we're going to do is to fix these ligaments, repair them, and then we reinforce it with this thing called an internal brace, which you can look up online and you can see pictures of it. I'm going to show you another view. So here's like the leg bone, and here's the heel, here's the forefoot. This is the talus bone. It's the main bone that you bear weight on. And there's these two areas of defect. One of them is here. You can see it's supposed to be white all around, but this is the area what's defective. And then as you go towards the other side, you see a smaller piece, and you can see how it's a little bit, the bone is a little bit flattened here instead of having a nice curve. The plan is to basically make 2 poke holes in front of the ankle. We're gonna go in here with a camera, and we're going to find these 2 spots, and through the other hole we're going to use a shaver to clean it out, and then we make holes inside the bone. It's called a microfracture technique, and that causes some bleeding and cartilage formation to fill in these holes and this hole right here.
I'm actually super happy right now. It's funny how when someone tells you something terrifying and then you get a less terrifying actual answer, it sounds like really good news. So I'd heard from 2 different people, like I said earlier, that this was really bad news. I might not be able to have surgery, might not be able to skate again. All this like scary stuff that has me all stressed for like days, weeks. And now they're gonna be able to operate. And I'm not only gonna be able to walk again, but he thinks I'm gonna be able to skate again, probably even jump again, probably compete again. This is such good news. It's gonna be a long process. It's gonna be, you know, months, and surgery, recovery, physical therapy, all that stuff. But if it means that I get to be back to normal function, I'm great, I'm happy. I definitely feel some anxiety about the whole process of surgery and recovery, because I have to go through a whole healing period with no weight on it, working up to having weight on it, going through physical therapy, getting strength back, all of that stuff. And, you know, I'm not excited about that. But, you know, you just have to walk through the process and, you know, do the exercises that they tell me and all of that stuff. But the first half of this year is going to be all about getting my feet back under me, literally, and it's going to be a process, which I'm not excited about. But I just want to get it over with, get it done, and I'm grateful that there's things that can be done to fix it. Doctors can do amazing things, and he thinks he'll have my foot pretty much back to full functionality, skating, jumping, you know, going dancing and going on hikes and all of that stuff. And that is a very, very good thing. Okay, so I just have one more update for you all today. So it's been a week since I found out that they were going to recommend surgery. And this morning I woke up to a voicemail telling me that the surgery had been approved. And then right away I got a couple other calls from people organizing this and that. And the last one of those calls was actually from the orthopedic specialist's office, setting up an appointment for the surgery. So it's been a whirlwind. I've had a ton to process this morning, but it's gonna happen, and it's actually gonna happen in 15 days. So I have a ton to process, a ton to I feel like I have so much to organize and get ready, but I can do it. So the surgery is going to be on Thursday the 30th, and that is going to come up so fast. Oh my gosh. But I'm just really thankful to finally be heading towards healing, and that's going to be a really good thing. So in the meantime, you guys keep sending me your video requests and leaving all those comments. I love reading your comments down below. I feel like we have just begun to create such a wonderfully positive community here and on the Patreon page. I'm so grateful that all of you are part of my Thrive Diaries family. And I'm gonna get back out on the ice just as soon as I can. I know I've got a process of, therapy and all that stuff, but I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna be making you videos as soon as I am able. So thank you all for sticking with me, and I'll see you all again soon.